What is up, guys, and welcome to another edition of the Market Marauder Show. Beating the market one trade at a time. If you're new to the Market Marauder Show, it's an investment channel, helps you to find the best deals in the market. All right, so in this episode, I'm going to be talking about building generational wealth. So what is generational wealth? You'll hear people talk about like the Rockefellers, how families just circulate wealth, how they always have money. Everyone in the family has money. Another popular family is the Bushes. And these are things that are generational wealth. Families just pass money down. You'll hear terms like trust fund babies, people who don't really have to work but have large amounts of money. That to me is what generational wealth is. And you can build generational wealth yourself and for your family. But there are some factors that a lot of people are going through that is helping, to hinge or to, hinder what they're doing to build generational wealth. So for me, there are three major things that I think everybody should be doing to try to build generational wealth. One is to make sure that you eliminate debt. So debt, could be things like credit cards, student loans, any things of those nature can definitely hurt your potential to getting generational wealth. Those things are stuff that comes out of your account maybe monthly, maybe quarterly, and definitely can add up to, definitely deter you from building generational wealth. Another thing that people have that can deter them from building generational wealth is learning how to invest. So if you have no idea what investing is, you don't invest, maybe you invest through your company through a 401k or IRA, or you heard people talk about investing, you heard people say maybe I should get into investing. You see a lot of YouTube videos where people make a lot of money from investing, but you have no idea what it is. That is a great way for you to gain income or to just build long-term generational wealth because you can pass that money down. You can do that in very different ways, whether you want to jump into crypto, which is kind of its new ecosystem, or you can get into stock trading, which is another one. Other people use forms of investing like getting into real estate. All three of those I think are great ways that you can get into investing in general, but learning the fundamentals of any one of those I think is a great way to build wealth. And so the last one that I think is the number one way that you could build wealth is to build a business. Entrepreneurs are some of the wealthiest people out there in the world. You'll see, Elon Musk, the richest man in the world currently, was an entrepreneur. He helped start PayPal, used that money to then build Tesla, SpaceX, and a whole slew of other companies. You have Jeff Bezos, who built Amazon, being, I think the second richest person in the world. And so those are all entrepreneurs. They didn't, go through their path and gain that amount of money by being employees. So not saying, it's bad being employees because they all were employees. Jeff Bezos worked at McDonald's back in the day while he was starting Amazon. And, Elon Musk had his share of jobs that he worked before, creating PayPal and then going there creating Tesla. And so, jobs are a great asset for you to have. But, if you want to build large amounts of wealth extremely fast, building a business is the number one way to do so. And so in this episode, just going to be breaking down some of those things, giving you a little bit of background on just analysis, statistics, and some of the things you can do to help position yourself and your family for the future when getting into building generational wealth. All right, so step one in this process is eliminating debt. Debt will be the number one reason or number one hinge pin or deterrent for you growing generational wealth. And so, going to give you some stats on some of the things that are going on. This is based on the US, and this is an article from CNBC. It says here is how much debt millennials have on average. And so average credit card debt is about $4,322. Average student loan debt is about $38,877. An average auto loan debt is about $19,011. An average personal loan debt is about $12,306. And so this can really impinge your ability to try to build generational wealth. Having all these different payments coming out of your account may seem small at a time, but you have long terms, or long loans that you're paying off. It can really add up And if you're constantly paying those off, that's less money that you have each month to really put into investing or starting your business. And so, you really want to cut down and try to budget your way out of these situations. Now, I know for everybody, they can't, go and just pay off all these immediately. Some people have really dug themselves in a hole when it comes to a lot of these debt situations. But, trying to pay these off and having a clear plan to pay them off and just try to put a little bit on the side for investing or saving is always something good. These are why programs like Dave Ramsey's program on the debt snowball and things of that nature are so popular because there's so much debt out there from average Americans. And so on here, the next one we'll talk about is quick student loan debt statistics. So this is just going back into student loans because I feel like that's the debt that majority of people have. So the average student loan debt they're calculating per borrower is about $32,731, and total student loan debt is about 1.52 trillion. Number of student loan borrowers is about 44.7 million. So 44.7 million people have about $32,000 worth of student loans. So that's a lot of people who are not able to really build this generational wealth. It can be a burden. It's very stressful if you're constantly just trying to pay debt. And you may say, how can I invest? How can I start a business when I have all this debt? Finding a plan and trying to work your way out of that plan, work your way through that plan, and work yourself out of debt is one of the best strategies. If not, some people have astronomical amount of debt where they're just like, I'll never pay it off. Trust me, if you go and make a strategy to see where all your money goes, it will definitely help open your eyes to where the money goes and find a plan forward. I know for me, that's what I started to do when I was paying off my student loans. I set up a plan, made a budget, and then really tracked all the different expenses that I had, and then tracked to see, what loans I could pay off first, what amount of money I could dedicate to paying off those loans, and then that really helped me get on track to try to get those paid off. So next we say number two is to learn how to invest. There are plenty of YouTube videos out there, plenty of tutorials, courses on how to begin investing. Majority of the information is free. If you just go on, different sites like YouTube, you can go on, different course groups. There are different groups about investing. There's a lot of investing information. Some of it is false. Some of it is also true. But talk to people in your family about investing. These are two of the most popular trading platforms. So the first one here being Webull. I personally use Webull, so Webull is one of the ones that I suggest. And then the next one, this is for trading stocks or getting into options, whichever you prefer. The next one on here is Coinbase. Coinbase is to get into getting into crypto. And so those are two sites that I know a lot of people use, especially millennials. Myself, I use those two when getting into crypto and then getting into investing in the stocks. You can also use Robinhood, but I've heard a lot of problems about Robinhood. I do have a Robinhood account myself, but I think Webull has a lot more features than Robinhood does, so I'm suggesting Webull over Robinhood. And then Coinbase for cryptocurrency is a great way to get into cryptocurrency. Lastly, number three is starting a business. Starting a business is a great way to grow your wealth. All of the richest people in the world have a business. They started a business from the ground up, or they bought a business, either or they have a business, and that is how they accumulated majority of their wealth. The majority of their wealth did not come from them becoming an employee. Now you do have anomalies like Tim Cook. Tim Cook has a ridiculous salary, but he is the CEO of the largest market cap company publicly traded in the U.S., which is Apple. And so, unless your path for career-wise is to become the CEO of Apple, which if you are, congrats to you. Good luck on that journey. But if you're not, and you're just a regular employee just trying to survive, pay off bills, then starting a company or starting a business is going to be your fastest way to get to generational wealth, to be able to really make a dent into this investing. And so on here, just going to read some of the stats from the two richest people in the world who do own businesses. First is Elon Musk. Majority of people know about Elon Musk, but if you don't, he has a net worth of $269 billion, tops the list of the richest entrepreneurs. Famously, he's the CEO of the world's largest electric vehicle company called Tesla. Musk became the largest shareholder of Tesla by investing $6.5 million in 2004. Tesla was originally founded in 2003 by Martin Eberhard and Mark Tamperding. Tesla has also diversified interests in the following ventures. So you have Maxwell Technologies, Tesla Energy, Deep Scale, Groman Engineering, Tesla Insurance, Purpose Machine, and then Tesla Financial Services. And so he's 50 years old with a net worth about $269 billion with the B, and then shareholding about 17% of the company. And so he did take the path to college. So just like majority of people, he may have had student loans, and so he had to do the same thing that we all do, which is pay off student loans if you're not lucky enough to get scholarships or have it funded. But similar path to majority of people that are out there getting a degree and paying that off. Next, you have Jeff Bezos. And so, Jeff Bezos, being the CEO of Amazon, or the former CEO of Amazon, now just the founder of Amazon. I think the current CEO is Andy Jassy. And so, he's born in 1964. His net worth is about $187 billion, so it makes him the second richest person. And then, like I said, he found the largest e commerce platform in the world, which is Amazon. And then, the businesses of Amazon consist of Amazon Web Services, Kindle, Alexa, Audible, Goodreads, Twitch, Whole Foods, Diapers.com, Zappos, IMBD, Amazon Fresh, Amazon Prime, and Amazon Pay. And so all these companies combined are all because he went and started Amazon. And so, all the wealth that he has comes from starting these different businesses, venturing out to have different businesses, buying and acquiring other businesses, but ultimately it came from being an entrepreneur. So, in my opinion, the key to wealth and to build this generational wealth, like I said, the first step, get rid of all your debt or get rid of as much debt as possible that's manageable, that you can then begin to learn investing and investing into either the stock market or to crypto, whatever you prefer. Learn trading strategies, learn what you want to do investing wise. You can make a long-term portfolio, you can make a short-term portfolio, and investing doesn't just have to be you making these two accounts, getting into crypto or getting into stocks. You can just do investing by getting into your 401k with your business, and that may be the only investing that you do, but it still is investing. And so the last one, like I said again, is starting a company, which I think is the fast track to get to generational wealth. Whatever company you do, there are most likely skills that you have that other people do not have that you can monetize. Any skill, maybe you're good at, helping people figure out different problems. Maybe you're good at finances. Maybe you're good at, painting things, building things. A lot of skills that people have they can monetize, but they just don't know how to monetize them, and that's the whole premise for building a business. So hopefully that helped you all out, and good luck on your journey. Hopefully these principles are something that you keep in mind. Like I said again, eliminating debt, learning investing, and starting a business, all the foundations to really build that generational wealth. So good luck to about their trading, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.